Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're the first time, welcome back. If you've been following, I've been waiting to do this book, but happy Wednesday. It is a child's book day. But yeah, I've been waiting to do this book. It's always been checked out. How to Catch a Mermaid. This book, some tips. Before kids can read, they need to know how to use a book. So make sure that you're reading with your fingers so they know how to track print. They start on the left page, go to the right. They start at the front of the book, and then they turn one page at a time. This book has rhyming words, so it's always good to find out rhyming words. You can just say they're the same or different. So the first page, pretend and friend and ways and days. So there's a picture of the beach, and then the next picture is ocean with the mermaid, so I'd probably label the mermaid. Then to think about what the book said, I'd be like, what does she want to do? She wants to catch the mermaid. And be like, what would you do if you got the chance to hang out with the mermaid, right? Related to them. Team and scheme. They may not know what scheme is, so just a scheme is another word for plan. She's inviting people to come with her, so I'd probably label the friends. And what does she want them to do with her? To make a plan to catch the mermaid. And be like, what do you like to do with your friends? School, pool. I mean, these are just pictures of a beach, so really just pick things to label, right? There's seagulls in the sky. I guess they're running on the sand, so you can label that. What are they going to do? Build a trap. And then what kind of trap would you build for a mermaid? Bought her water is the rhyming words. This one's focusing on the Julia rock, so I would label that. I'd probably be like, what do the crabs have? So they could label it. And then, so what is she going to use to trap the mermaid? And then, yeah, what would you use to trap a mermaid? I, fly are the rhyming words. This time she's using jewels and a net. So you could label those. I guess a lot of these, I'd be like, do you think it'll work? Again, what would you use to catch a mermaid? This one is pointing out the seaweed lasso, so I'd probably label the seaweed. And be like, so who took the crown? The mermaid, right? And then have you ever had something taken from you or lost something? And this is plan and clam. This one, there's a necklace, so I would label that. And then she swapped it, so I'd be like, what did she do? She swapped it for a rock, right? And be like, what would you leave instead of the necklace, right? And snapping and trapping are the rhyming words. This is seaweed and succeed. This time they're underwater. I would probably label some of the shiny things they put in the seaweed to try to catch the mermaid. It says, oh, when will we succeed? And then you could be like, oh, what do you think? Is it going to be this time? Think it'll work? Be like, what would you use if you went underwater to catch a mermaid? Beats, retreats. Funky, the meaning of that word is just different, but it attracts sharks. So I would actually probably label the sharks, and then what are they using to play the music? They're using shells. Do you think? Yeah. What would you do if you saw a shark, right? Those are the kind of questions. Scene, submarine. So I definitely label the submarine because the dog's in there. So I'd be, then this, so I label the submarine. So what helped them escape from the shark? The submarine. Right? Have you ever seen a submarine, been in a submarine? Asking those type of questions. Are fishy, lass, fast. Those are the rhyming words. They only know that. They probably won't know what lass means, so just explain it's another word for girl. And then where's the mermaid going? Again, just to get them labeling. She's going to the mermaid city. Sneaky, creaky. This one, all the rhyming words. The boat, there's just a boat wreckage with treasure. So I'd label the boat. And then I'd be like, what do you, this one I might ask a predicting question. Well, no, you've already read it. Be like, so what did they use to catch the mermaid this time? Right, get them recalling. Do you think it'll work? Prediction. And then, have you ever seen treasure, or what would you do if you had treasure? Do, through. This, I label the sharks again because it's like, oh no, they're back, and it specifically says that. And then it says they use it all up, right? So they do have anything to help them? No, they don't. Then has there been a time where you have been scared? The next page is us, courageous. They may not know courageous, they may know brave better, so just say that's brave, or if not, that they did something that scared them, but they did it anyway, right? I'd probably label, I don't know, the mermaid's there, she's playing the trumpet, so pick one of those to label. It could be like, so how did the mermaid save them? She played the trumpet. What helped you out of your scary situation, right? Again, I'm talking about that. Now it's the sunset, so it'd be like, what's that in the sky? The sun, and it's kind of pointing out that it's going down. And this is mermaid stayed. Or it says they're back on land, so it'd be like, where are they now? You can label the dock. I'd be like, so did they make friends with the mermaid? Yes or no? Right? And then, you think it would be fun to spend time with a mermaid? And that is the book. So, I'm very excited. I've been waiting, but every time it's been checked out. So I'm glad we could do it. So thank you for listening this far. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up and share, especially if you know anybody who really likes mermaids, right? One of the ways to get kids into reading is reading books on topics that interest them, right? So if you have a child who's really into mermaids, this might be a good book to get them excited about. If you're new, don't forget the subscribe button. And if you haven't yet, hit that notification button so you can get notified of all my videos. Monday, Wednesday, I do a children's book. Saturday, I do a me book. Yeah, and then I'd love to hear your comments, your experiences with the book, any book recommendations, or any thoughts. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.